Okay, the first step in the application of Prop Shield Navy is to prepare the metal surface, and I've already done sort of half the blade here. We've got our trusty grinder, and this is a 40 grit flapper disc, and all you do is turn it on first. Remove all the old coatings. I haven't quite completely finished there, but so that's the that's a 40 grit finish. For those of you that want to prepare your blades with, or your metal surfaces and your props with a random orbital, this is a 40 grit disc, and I'm just putting it directly on a random orbital grinder attachment on a grinder, and you can profile the surface quite nicely. So what that does, as you can see, leaves a very rough scratch profile, which is better than a shiny profile. That gives good adhesion for the primer. Okay, this is the Prop Shield primer application. The first thing to do is to mix part A and part B. So you put all of that into the cup and just mix it up and apply it by brush. And a nice thick coating of primer. And this primer will dry in 10 minutes. I'll turn that over in a minute, but that'll be dry in 10. Get all the nice little hairs out of it. Okay, this is the second step in the Prop Shield Navy coating. You just get it's a single pack polymer and just brush it on. It's quite easy to apply. Nice and glossy. And what I try and do is put a nice thick coat, and as thick as you can without drips or runs. The primer itself has been on there for a little more than 10 minutes, and it's perfectly dry. You can see it's nice and matte and flat. And then as the polymer goes on, it's nice and glossy. So just as thick as you can without drips and runs. I'll do this side, let it sit for a minute or two, let it self-level, and then turn it over and do the other side. And that's Prop Shield Navy. Okay, I've just flipped the propeller over to get more of the Prop Shield polymer coating. And just brush it on nicely. Again, this is a very self-leveling coating, and it will dry in about 2 hours, and you can immerse the prop straight after that in about 2 hours. I just did the other side of the prop and, as I said, flipped it over, and you can see it's still quite wet. The little drips that I've managed to get through on the other side of the blade. So I'm actually putting quite a lot, quite a thick coat. If you do this actually on the boat, just try and put it on as thick as you can. It will drip off a little bit. Catch the drips on the bottom edge. Prop Shield Navy. Right, I've got another little propeller here I've just primed up. The primer dried in 10 minutes. I'm just going to put a really nice coat of Prop Shield polymer coating on here. Very easy to apply. So this is similar to applying actually on the boat. You'll find you put it on nice and thick. It will maybe drip a little bit down the bottom, you just catch the drips.